This is another variation of a hip thrust, a bridge, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter. They all are the same movement. I am just using a slant board and a yoga wheel for a different range of motion, for a different lengthening, for a different stretch. But in the end, it's doing the same thing as a hip thrust, as a bridge, and everything in between. So why a slant board? Why a yoga wheel? Well, why not? The yoga wheel adds range of motion. Same with the slant board. It gives you a deeper range of motion. You want to control this movement. You want to keep your pelvis neutral. You want to breathe and control the movement. Notice I'm not hyperextending. Notice I'm just not, thrusting everywhere. Slow and control to engage the glutes, engage the hamstrings. Here's another variation. I want to show you what is the same thing you can do on the floor. But notice the different range of motion. It's the same movement. It's the same type of control. And yes, I have to do these for part of my physical therapy. This is my physical therapy for my hamstring. This is part of my recovery process. And this is an everyday movement that I encourage you to do upon yourself. You can do them at home. You can do them at the gym. Doesn't matter where you do them, as long as you do them. This is great for your hips. This is great for your legs, your stomach. So I recommend doing these daily. Keeping it controlled, keeping your pelvic neutral. You want to make a straight line across the board. The board being your body. Now this is another variation with just the yoga wheel. Notice how I'm higher up, the range of motion has changed, and I can drop my hips lower. I love doing these. These are my favorite things to do on a daily, with or without doing them in the gym. This is just 3 variations you can do upon yourself. This gives you an overall stretch too. And you may not get them overnight. It takes time to do them. It takes time to execute them, to understand the movement, mind-muscle control. And now we're back to the same setup as the beginning with a slant board. My feet are shoulder width apart, and we're just doing a hip thrust. That's all it is, keeping my body straight across, making your pelvis neutral, controlling the movement, breathing through the exercise, breathing through my diaphragm, keeping your transverse abdominal tight. That is your core. So again, I recommend giving this a try. Let me know what y'all think, and keep at it. You guys are doing awesome.